do you want to get into? Seems like we might as well talk about this new head coach in Baltimore.
Yeah, you gotta. I mean, that's your biggest news. That's the next at least. Well, not at least 5 years, but he's got a 5 year contract. Um,
Yep.
if things go okay, the next 18 years, um, I don't know. We'll
So
see.
so usually when something like this happens, like major news or breaking just a report, something like this, I either feel I usually get a feeling right away.
Hmm.
And with this one, it was weird because even before doing the research, because trust me, I went and did plenty of research on this man to make sure that how I felt about to make sure to really I did my due diligence
Yeah.
on Jesse Minter. And at first, it was like boom, Ravens signed Jesse Minter or hired Jesse Minter as new head coach, and I wasn't like I didn't feel a sense of worry at all. I didn't feel a sense of like, oh, like it was, or it wasn't even like a man. That's not who I wanted. Like, because
Well, that.
obviously, like that's not who was on the top of my list.
Well, I'm not sure he was on a lot of people's lists. Like he wasn't. He wasn't one of the big names that we were talking about. Um, I'm not sure how many people were talking about him just in general. I know uh, it felt see, but not even like I'm not sure where you guys are leaning in terms of offense or defensive coach. I couldn't really tell, but
And when we were talking about coaches a couple episodes ago, I did throw out. I just said Chargers DC has been a candidate for teams. I didn't even say Jesse Minter. Like we
okay.
briefly went over him as a candidate, and you know, I think it is good that he is defensive minded. Obviously, I wanted to go offensive minded, but if we go and get the right coordinator, that's not a problem at
Well,
all.
that's the interesting thing about this is that if Cliff doesn't land a job, you guys interviewed him already. He's seems interested. Um, I mean, like you guys have a real shot to get him or Joe Brady from the Bills.
But Cliff Kingsbury, the only jobs that are left are the same jobs he turned down, if not worse, last year.
And yeah, but the other thing is like any team who hasn't hired a head coach by now is waiting for the guys in the playoffs.
They have to be. They have to be.
They have to be waiting for
Um,
the entire Broncos uh, coordinator crew and
Broncos,
then the
Vance
Seattle,
Joseph. You got Shula from the Rams. You
the
got
Rams.
Kubiak from Seattle, and then I don't think nobody's leaving New England. That coaching staff is going to be that coaching staff for
Every
a
time
longer
they've
while.
left, they destroy every. Well, I mean, they have Josh fucking McDaniel.
Yeah, no, he's not. He's not leaving. He's
He's not
staying
going
right there.
anywhere. Yeah,
He's probably loving his life right now.
yeah.
Um, but it's a familiar face, somebody who spent 4 years as a defensive back coach in Baltimore, and partially during that time was a defensive back coach under Mike McDonald. So it's somebody who
Did
has.
did you see any of the weird ties though to this?
I mean, there's some ties. There's also a Harbaugh
Well, there's
tie. The fact that
huge Harbaugh ties.
he went.
I didn't realize McDonald came from Jim's staff at Michigan
Okay.
in 21. He was
Mm.
the on that staff, then went to you guys, and then went to Seattle. Minter was on that staff. He went from you guys to Michigan, and then followed Jim to LA, and is
He was the
now
defensive coordinator of that national championship defense.
exactly, which was the
Um,
reason that they were that good.
they had a quarterback that threw how many passes in that game? How many passes did
I
he throw?
believe it was 10.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, but no, I mean it's not like a super shocking move. You guys didn't go out and get some off their rocker candidate. I mean, I know you wanted Cliff or Kubiak. I know Lamar wanted Kubiak, but at the same time, I think Lamar was involved in this as well.
Well, from what
Um,
I've seen, reportedly Lamar likes the hire. He's a fan of the hire, which is one of the most important things. And like I said, I think it's really about the OC. If we fuck around and say get Cliff Kingsbury as our offensive coordinator, because you look at Cliff Kingsbury and he didn't want to go to Vegas last year. He ain't going to Vegas. I doubt he wants to go to Cleveland. I doubt he wants to go to Arizona. So it's either Buffalo gives him a
he
fucking
can't
job.
go to Arizona.
He's not going to Buffalo. Oh, he can't go to Arizona. No, fuck
Can't go
no.
to
He ain't going
Arizona.
back to Arizona. It's like
Um,
what is
Buffalo at this point, I don't know what the fuck they're on, dude.
and we're going to talk about that later with the five teams that are left, but I think we have a shot to get a good OC as well, and we still got to go out and get a DC. So, well, we have to
The
fire Zach
Steelers,
Orr
though,
first.
Steelers are still open.
Steelers are open.
They're not
Steelers
going to
are
hire
open.
Cliff Kingsbury, though.
No, I mean, I no, I don't think they're going to hire Cliff,
Not a
but
shot. And Cliff wouldn't want to go there if he was just an OC. The Ravens are a team that you can go to as an OC, and it's as close as it gets to a high level head coaching job.
yeah, well, that's the thing. I think the same way like it obviously we have a lot of draw, like we have a reason for you to want to come coach for us, like like a big reason why I know like Lamar's not going anywhere because Jesse Minter isn't coming to a franchise with Lamar Jackson unless he knows that Lamar Jackson is fucking playing there.
Yeah, Mentor could have gone anywhere, seemingly.
It's like
So,
yeah, or on the flip side, if Lamar was like, I really do not want this guy to be my head coach, I don't think he'd be hired. I
no.
I, I really don't think he would be. When he
Again,
was
I mean, I know Bashadi's been hard on, like, it's his decision, and it is, but he's not going to do anything to sacrifice Lamar being there. I don't think Mentor's a sacrifice, but I do think it means that they're gonna put effort into the OC for Lamar. Because I mean, as much as this is a good team hire, um, it doesn't fix your offense.
No, but I would also hope that Minter has a better eye for talent, a better eye for personnel. Gets Falale out of there, gets us a better line, gets us. But like you got to look at and things he did. Like last year, we traded Adafe Owe to the Chargers. When we traded Adafe Owe, he played 5 games with us and had 0 sacks. He went and played 12 games with them and had 7.5 sacks. Weird,
Damn,
right? Like it's weird how things like that happen. And we're also not having this Mr. Nice Guy vibe. I saw some videos of him when he was coaching with Michigan. He was over at Ohio State sideline chirping. I was like, okay, so we got a guy who talks a little bit of shit too. I was like,
good,
I like this.
and he knows how to steal signs,
He knows how to steal signs. Perfectly okay with that. Everybody does it. And
and he's personal close friends with Sharon Moore. I don't know that. I'm joking. That's a joke. Um,
no,
apparently he
I
was
don't.
getting blackmailed by players, which is cool.
I don't care who is getting blackmailed by who anymore. I
I
will
agree.
say another thing, the Chargers are the only team, the only defense this season to have more interceptions than passing touchdowns allowed.
Wow.
Jesse Minter has a fucking
No,
track
no,
record.
they had a. I mean, since Minter's been there, they've had a great defense with
I'm saying this man
a
has a
relative
great.
lack of good personnel.
And you know another great thing that some people are overlooking? This is a defensive coordinator that knows how to stop the Chiefs.
It's true.
Kelsey went on the podcast talking about this move, and he talked about how Mahomes was talking about how he was saying Minter was hitting me with some blitzes I've never seen before.
Fuck.
And also, and I went back and looked. I was like, all right, so he coached against the Chargers or against the Chiefs for 4 games, 17.5 points per game. Like
Awesome.
this guy. I
Yeah.
I I have hope. I have hope. I have hope in this guy. And like I said, we make the right moves. We make some moves on. Like you can't tell me he's not gonna go in there and not know who to pair up with a Kyle Hamilton and a Roquan Smith and who to put on the defensive line and who to get rid of.
There's not going to be any more questions. Marlon's out. Um, but there aren't going to be any more questions about what Kyle Hamilton's job is, or there shouldn't be, because Kyle Hamilton apparently has 5 fucking different jobs,
Yeah.
and is not all pro right now, at least at one of like he's spread so thin. He's blitzing. He's trying to get picks. He's playing. None of it makes any sense.
Well,
He needs to
he was on the All Pro team, but
this year.
yeah. But I will say,
Okay, good.
I
Well, then
think
he's an all pro.
I think undeservingly so. I think he had a very lackluster year.
Agreed.
But that's
Um,
just maybe that's me with higher expectations. I don't know.
I mean, there was a lot that I mean the defense in general did that didn't
Sucked.
help you guys at all, especially that secondary.
Yeah.
I not even didn't help, like ruined your season for the most part. Um, but yeah, I mean, I'm just again, I'm still more concerned with how this offense needs to change.
You keep saying that as if like what do you mean?
What do you mean?
You keep saying this offense needs to change.
The offense itself doesn't need to change. The play calling of the offense needs to change entirely.
Well, I mean, well, considering John Harbaugh and Todd Monken are gone,
No, I agree, but
like
I just don't. I don't know if we know anything about Minter's ability to run an offense
no, and I would
or
also I would hope
who
that I would hope that Minter and I would hope that the Baltimore Ravens organization take just as much care of their. I think I hope they do just as much due diligence hiring their OC as they did with their head coach. Because when you look at when you look at Minter's track record, and then plus his personality itself, I think he can be a good head coach. And then you have motherfucking all these options for all these candidates at OC. We make that right move. You keep talking about OC. We need to still make sure we get a right DC and make sure that he gets the right personnel for our defense.
is
Because, like you
Zach.
said, the offense don't. Zach hasn't been fired yet, and I'm waiting. I'm waiting on that.
Yeah, but even if they don't fire Zach, I would assume that Minter would control the defense. He would have
I
overall
guess, yeah.
control of that defense. Like
But
I don't think he would give the power to Zach.
but then at that point, get one of your friends and let him be your
You know,
DC. Like fuck that.
put a fucking Muppet out there.
But I like the move. I don't hate the move. I think we'll make a
No,
good move at offensive coordinator. I think we'll be all right.
it's a it's a cool move. I mean, it's he's a young dude, so I mean he's got shit to prove, but um, he's been on good teams.
I like
He's
it.
been
I
around
like
good
the move.
football. Now
Jesse
again,
Minter.
bit of it could be he cheated a little bit, but is what it is.
What are you talking about?
Michigan, but who cares?
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. As a fan of baseball, is sign stealing illegal?
Depends on how you do it.
Okay. I mean,
Putting a camera into the catcher's crotch, illegal. The runner on second base being able to steal it, or someone from the dugout picking up on shit, totally legal.
watching tape or whatever and figuring it
Or
out.
having a
Whatever.
scout in the stands, I just a little shaky.
Is it illegal?
In college football, I believe so.
Devin, I've spent my entire life watching the New England Patriots dominate the NFL, and they had cheating on cheating on cheating on cheating scandals. I don't care about Jesse Minter's Michigan cheating scandals
Neither do I.
because he coached a national championship defense and then went on to coach a defense who were the only defense to have more interceptions than passing touchdowns allowed.
It's impressive, and it's also impressive that their offense was so poor that they couldn't do anything with it. So when he got hired, I looked at the offense and defense rankings of the Chargers. I mean,
Mhm.
a lot of top tens for that Chargers defense, and a lot of back tens for that Chargers offense. So
Yeah. So I like it. Jesse Minter is my new head coach, which
It's fun.
is crazy.
It's better than Dan
Um,
Quinn, so congratulations. But I don't know. We don't know. I
it
don't like
is.
Dan Quinn.
It is. We know. We know.
I wanted something new and fresh, and instead we get some old bumbling idiot.
Yeah, you could have just promoted Cliff.
That's all we had to do.
That's it.
And so we said, you know what? That's kind of rude. That's rude to like fire a guy and like promote a guy from within. So let's not do that. Let's just fire the good guy and keep the bad guy.
Keep Dan Quinn around.
Yep.
Um